everybody, my name is Sandra. Welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to talk about my goals for December. I want to talk about my wrap up for November a little bit. I don't really talk about that on my videos, but I feel like maybe for this month it's important just to show you guys what I've accomplished so far. I'm filming this video a little early. This is my November so far. Today is the 17th, but this video, I think it's posted on the 29th of November. I just wanted to share this with you guys. So a lot of this stuff, okay, I guess we'll look at the monthly first. So plan with me videos I will be doing within the next week. Most of these will be done. The large things, like, so I have one birthday party to attend if I'm feeling well. I don't know if you guys can hear it in my voice, but I am a little sick. My baby shower was a success. We did that at the beginning of the month. We had one date night. I have an OBGYN appointment tomorrow, actually. Plan with me videos, like I said. Reading books. I finally finished Outlander. Yay! And the books I have set up to read, I don't know if I'll be able to finish in the next few days. I just started this one last night and I'm already like maybe a quarter of the way through. They're very quick reads, actually. It's called The Brave Witch by Chandel Lavon. I read the first one was The Lost Witch. They're okay. They're not like the best, but now that I'm kind of hooked on them, I can't stop, which, you know, might not be the best thing. I also have this one more for a spiritual book. It's called Moon Magic. Talks about the lunar cycles, lore, and mystical energies, so I'm excited to read that. I've had that book for quite a while, actually, and the same with this one, Future Boards by Sarah Centrella. So maybe I'll link all these books down below. This one was by Aurora Kane. I'll try to link them all down below for you from Amazon, but I want to read this one. I meant to read it last year. I never did. I made a future board anyway, but it probably isn't exactly as to like what this book is about. So I'm going to try to read these books, and if I finish one of them, I might add another one. I'm still trying to read The 7 Habits of Highly Effective People. It's pretty dry, so I'm finding it hard to get through, but that one is on my Kindle on my phone. Paying off credit cards. We will be paying off the last credit card at the end of the month, so credit cards will be good as far as like the goals I set for the month. Prep for baby. Most of my stuff that I needed on Amazon is already purchased. I'm just waiting for it to arrive. And I do have to do the larger stuff like cleaning the bassinet, cleaning the car seats, setting the car seats up. Probably don't want to do that till the very end in case like we got into a car crash or something. So just kind of waiting for that. And yeah, definitely going to, I've got some more clothes I have to go through. I went through all of my baby stuff that I had. So now all the girl stuff that I know I won't be needing anymore, I'm ready to give it away, get it out of my basement, which is part of my whole Swedish death cleaning movement. For the weekly stuff, I'm not doing too bad. I think it was this week I did not work on my stickers or blog at all because Chad was home. And so that's kind of like part of my plan. When he's home, I don't do that stuff. Kids date night, we didn't get to do anything here because I can't remember what happened. Something happened and we just didn't get to it. And then the one before we were like seriously ill, so we never did it at all. Same thing with Swedish death cleaning. I think it was 1 week I was super sick, and then the other one we were just too busy. Okay, but as for my habits, we're doing really well. Following my son's routine didn't happen because he was on spring break and I wanted to give him an actual break instead of plying him with studying and reading and all that stuff. So now that we're back on track, we're probably going to do that to maybe a little bit tonight, maybe some tomorrow. And health, this is basically me not drinking my water. I haven't been stretching because it was part of my ideas. I haven't stretched. And I haven't felt that great. I've been sick a lot. So we had the flu this month. I don't know if it was influenza flu, but it was like a 24-hour bug. And then now we're sick with this like respiratory illness. And yeah, it's been one of those months. But overall, you know what? I'm looking at this very positive. We're not doing too bad. So considering everything that I've taken care of so far, we're going to flip over to December. I actually just filled this part out today, but I want to start on the calendar. So what I've started doing is putting my monthly videos on here. I put budgeting and paid on green. Anything to do with my son's school, I put in gray. So he has no holidays this month, which is, well, I find it weird because back when I went to school, they started Christmas break a lot earlier, I find, and they never had that fall break, and they didn't have any PD days either. So the teachers had no like way to learn stuff except on their own time. So or after school, I guess, which still on their own time. But yeah, early dismissal days. His last day of school is the 23rd. And then everything in these little square brackets are videos. I've got birthdays in yellow. So I've got 4 birthdays this month. And yeah, and then of course Christmas and Christmas Eve. So I don't have my OBGYN appointments booked yet. That's going to come tomorrow when I go. They're going to give me, my next appointment will be 2 weeks, and then every appointment thereafter will be every week, because I am 32 weeks pregnant now. So that's the idea going forward, is they're going to give me my appointments all in one shot. So now here, I decided to get rid of the prompts here because they weren't working for me, and I wanted to do something that would actually work. So I used my stickers. These are just my banners from my website or from Etsy. And I put dated appointments here, which is like all of the things I have to kind of like plan for. I left OBGYN blank because I don't know what the dates for those are yet. These are all my important work to-dos. These are my personal to-dos. And then this is anything to do with family and home. Okay, so like I said, 4 birthdays, Xmas. We have not decided. Kind of depends when my appointments are, kind of depends when the baby comes or how I'm feeling. If I have Braxton Hicks contractions, that kind of thing. I want to stay close to my hospital, especially if my induction date is December 31st. But to be fair, normally we go to Red Deer on the 31st, and it only takes 2 hours to get home. So if we had an emergency, I could always just come straight from Red Deer and come to the hospital in St. Albert. So I guess it just really depends. I just really don't want to be having a baby in the car. That's the most important thing. But usually we only stay for a few days anyway, just to celebrate Christmas with my son's grandfather. So haven't quite decided. We haven't really talked to him, haven't really asked him to come here either, because we don't really have a place for him to stay overnight. For work to do's, what I did is I put stickers would go here. I haven't really thought of like Christmas stickers per se, because I've only got up until December 20th, and my husband comes home then, and then I'm literally going to give myself a break. So I'm trying to film all of my video prep work videos, everything that's going to play pretty much from December 20th to like the first week of January. All of those videos for the beginning of the year setups, I'm going to try to finish filming and have them edited and posted by like December 20th. And then from December 20th to like probably like the second week of January, I'm going to give myself a huge break, and I won't be filming anything except maybe like the budget and maybe a Franklin video here and there, only because I'm going to have a newborn and I'm going to be super pregnant. And I have lots of things to do. So I'll be wrapping presents, that kind of thing, like enjoying the time with my family. And I'm going to give myself a break this time for sure. I kind of did a preliminary video overview, I guess. These are all the videos I'll be filming. There's quite a few because I put all the different dates that I'll be filming the videos, or the days I'll be posting the videos, I guess. I also have all of the blogs I'll be writing. So these are all the ones I have left. I'll have 2 more weeks of writing blogs. So I write 2 every Wednesday when my husband's not here. And if I finish these ones, that brings me up till almost the end of April. And that is also going to allow me to take a really nice break. So if I don't start writing again until February, I'm good for like February, March, April, like pretty much 3 months in. And I've still got like a nice headway. And then I'll kind of start getting back into things in January. Personal to-dos. So clean and install car seats, prepare the jogger, which is the stroller, the bassinet, make freezer meals. I haven't even thought about that for November, just haven't had the time. So it'll probably be a December thing. Plus they'll stay fresh longer. And then baby clothes. So that's just, I put everything away that was given to me, but this is all the stuff that I found that I could use for gender neutral stuff in my own daughter's stuff. So I went through everything. I found like breast pads. I found older bottles. I found like even boys' shoes that like girls could technically wear. Also my nephew's present. We're going to see if he'll have a party. I'm not sure yet. And also sending out my Christmas cards. So I'm going to start preparing that for November, making a list, checking it twice. That kind of comes with my bullet journal spreads, because I write a list in there of all the people I send Christmas cards to. So I get that prepared, but then I won't actually send them out till December because I don't want them to get there too early. I'm going to only focus on 2 books because these are really big books. So I've got the 7 Habits and then the 12, which is, I can't remember the author, but I will link that book down below for you as well. I'll link both of those. Okay, and then last I've got Family Home. So clean floors, finish Xmas decorations, wrap presents, finish Christmas shopping, RSPs. So we have to actually pull out our RSPs in order to survive when my husband is not working. This is something I was trying not to do. I was trying to save up, but we couldn't quite make it. So we still have to pull some. And then also just kind of focusing on my son's schoolwork and then maybe reaching these stats. So I kind of looked to see where I was, looked where I'd set for November, and I'm probably not going to reach any of them except for Instagram, which I've almost already reached, but YouTube and Medium have not. They're going to be about the same. So anyway, so that's kind of how I set this page up. I liked that I did it this way. I don't know if I'll always do it this way, but I enjoy the change. You guys know me, I really like change. Another thing that I forgot to put or kind of talk about on here is all of my prep videos. So I'm going to have a budget prep video. I'm actually going to start working on that soon. So I basically brainstorm all of the numbers and things that I have to come up with. And then when I go to actually film the video, I will talk about where I got my numbers from, or like my ideas, or what I'm going to use that for. And that's kind of like the budget book I did myself. So it was a PDF version from the Budget Mom. And then I also put a few organized money sheets in there that I wanted to kind of have with me. And then I think there's a challenge or two from the Budget Mom in there as well. So when I do that video, if you guys are into budget stuff, you might want to watch that video. It's like the brand new year setup. And there's lots of instructions. There's lots of like beginning prep work to do for that. But the bigger one too is my 2023 Cultivate What Matters goal planner. So there's a whole bunch of prep work for that, and I will be filming it all. I felt weird about it before, but I feel like it really definitely helps people who are new to Cultivate What Matters, and even people who aren't new to it. I think it helps. So we're going to be doing that. That'll probably be 2 or 3 videos. There's so much work to do with videos that I'm going to have my hands a little full. So then these here, so this is my brainstorming. I kept it really simple, guys. I only put the spots, like for instance, here you only have 10 spots, here you've got 6, here you've got 7, and that's kind of what I stuck to over here. What I wrote here is exactly what I wrote on the tending page. The only thing that's different on here compared to the tending list is I actually wrote down all of the ideas. So planner setups, everything in green is strictly for January. So I'll have a Franklin January, a Cultivate What Matters for January, and then my bullet journal for January. And then everything in red is for New Year prep work. So there should be 3 of those videos, but I just put the 3 beside it. So for instance, my Franklin it'll include kind of like what inserts I'm planning on using for the new year, and like maybe what binder, but it's not necessarily like the January setup, but it will include goals, how I fit my cloth and paper goals into my binder, just kind of like a little bit of odds and ends. But if you are into Franklin and you want to watch that, that's a good video to watch. I think I did it last year. You guys, I have so much fun setting up my planners. It's just crazy. So I want to share that with you. It's I feel like it's important to share, especially if you're setting up a new binder for yourself. The next one is my budget, like I was talking about, Cultivate What Matters, the prep work. So like I said, 2 or 3 videos. And then the last one is my bullet journal. So I'm actually going to watch, is it Jashi Corin? Her name is Jess, I think. Jashi, I can't remember. Maybe I'll link her channel for you. She's got tons and tons of new bullet journal setup ideas on her channel. And she actually did a shout out to me because she borrowed one of my ideas in one of her videos. So I'm going to do the same back to her because she has tons of video ideas for bullet journal stuff. And I think it's really important that, you know, whether you're a planner in a Franklin planner or a happy planner or a bullet journal person, it's important to share these ideas because you can get so many good ideas, and it's not stealing somebody's idea. It's, you know, sharing the information, sharing what worked, what didn't work, why you would use something when, you know, you might not use something else. And then people can use that information and they can use it in their bullet journal. And I love that about the planner community, because sharing all these ideas, I think it's really worthwhile. And then you mention that person. You say, hey, this is where I first heard it from. You know, it might not be the original source, but it's hard to track that down. So especially with everything online. I did the same thing with my weekly ideas. I kept most of these the same as I've been kind of going through the last few months or so. But baby prep, I tried to put as much stuff on here as I could think of. So I've got my meal prep, the car seats, putting both of them in, cleaning the car seats. They've been downstairs for a while. Cleaning the bassinet, getting that ready. I have to wash all of the linens, make sure I have the bassinet sheets fitted on there. packing my hospital bag, packing the baby bag. I'm actually going to do videos on that. That's going to be fun for me. Cleaning. I just want to make sure everything's clean in my house before I bring my baby home, you know. I also forgot I have to wash my dogs too. So that'll be another thing that's actually in my Franklin right now, and the laundry. So I want to make sure I get all of the baby stuff ready, prepared. So when baby comes home, I will not be having to do laundry or having to do, cleaning the floors or big loads of whatever. So the daily stuff is pretty much the same. And, honestly, I guess we could fill out this part right here on the video because I did not do that. So health and wellness. And the only thing I have on here is water, but honestly, for me, that's good right now because I haven't honestly been able to do much. I can't bend over. I do clean up my daughter's toys. That's in the 10-minute tidy. It's like going up and down the stairs to do laundry. It's been rough because I've been having trouble breathing. I do have a respiratory thing going on right now. I have asthma. I've had asthma since I was in grade 5 or 6. So it's something I've had for a long time. So I just have to be aware and I have to keep track of whether I'm breathing well or not. I do have a steroid inhaler. I've had that for many, many years. And I'm also pregnant, so it's already hard to breathe. And I just haven't been eating well because I haven't felt like eating. So yeah, just a lot of stuff going on. So the other thing I didn't put on here, which I usually do, is kind of like a friends family check-in. I didn't do that. I'll do it anyway, but I don't have it on here. I just realized I have no plans to do anything with friends, but I have to give myself some grace here because my friend actually just had a surgery. My best friend, she had a surgery and she's probably not going to feel like doing anything for a while. It was a couple weeks ago now, but yeah, I don't think she'll be up for doing much. We're planning on getting together potentially before Christmas because I do have a gift for her. I'd like to give it to her and see how she's doing, but we'll have to see. Finances, of course, I have my closeout for the monthly. I've got expenses on the daily, and then I have my budgeting every week, so that's taken care of. Personal growth, I guess technically I could put that under like tarot and journaling. Planning also helps me with personal growth as well as budgeting, so I'm going to cross that one off. Focal relationship. That is another thing I did not put on here is, honestly, I don't know if I will be doing a date night. I left one spot empty here because I think I'm either going to have eye doctor appointments for myself and my kids, or maybe a date night. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to feel like going on a date night December 20th, and I'm going to be induced on the 31st. And we're not going to have a lot of time in there because my husband gets home on the 20th. So we'll see. Focal relationship, it's basically he's working up until the 20th of December. 6 weeks at work. It's good. It's been a rough, long haul already, and it's only been about 2 weeks. Family. My mom is basically the only one helping me with anything right now, kind of cleaning wise and like cooking wise, and watching the kids wise. So I don't know. Family, like as far as my kids are concerned, we all hang out together and we watch movies and have fun together. So I'll check that off. Work and learning, definite. And recreation, I haven't really booked anything for recreation because usually we go swimming. I wouldn't mind taking my son to a movie, but my daughter would have to stay home with my mom. So you know what? I'm not actually focusing. There's some things that we're not able to get to. And you know what? That's okay. I'm going to give myself some grace this time. And so, of course, I don't love that. Ignore that. Oops, ignore it. I don't like it. But I'm going to enjoy this season. So like I was saying, as the 20th rolls around, I will be trying to give myself a break. I'm going to schedule. I'm already looking ahead. So it's November 17th. I'm being smart about it. I'm looking ahead and I'm going to plan accordingly. So I'm going to do all of those videos ahead of time. I'm just going to make sure that I actually can give myself that grace period of not having to work. Because while I love what I do, I enjoy what I do, I'm also know ahead of time that I will need a break. That is kind of the thing. I want to enjoy the season. I want to enjoy the food. I want to enjoy spending time with my kids before the baby comes. You know, I want to also give myself time to rest and not have to like I need to film a video because I'm just not going to feel like it. I'm probably going to be exhausted. So, but the priority before the 20th is the end of year planner setups. Okay. So like I said, I've got 4 birthdays. November analytics. So I've basically split this up into 3. It covers my analytics, my statistics, and my finances for business. My November budget close, OBGYN appointments, I did not mark that off because I do not know how many I'll have for sure. I'll know tomorrow. Books to read, I'm gonna put 4 spots there just in case. Planner setups for the new year, I also put 4. January setups, I put 3. And actually that will be, the new year one will be prep work too, so that might be different. Xmas decorating and shopping and wrapping, so I put 2 there, and then the last one's blank. So the weekly action items I didn't have to split up because they already are. So blogs and stickers. So the last 3 weeks will be just kind of crossed off because I will not have, I think the first week is kind of like an in-between week. So that one might be crossed off, and then the last 2. Budgeting every week, and we'll see at the end of December how I feel. Weekly planning, same thing. Tarot and journaling, same thing. Movie night and takeout, we'll probably still do that because, it'll be easy to stay at home and watch a movie with a baby, or to order takeout because I probably won't feel like cooking. And then the baby prep, and there's always lots of that stuff going around. And every week, if I do something, I can just kind of take it from this list here and go from there. Okay. And then as for the daily stuff, so I've got my reading, which I love to do every day. Kind of have to have that on every day if I want to actually get 4 books read. Water intake, I'm really trying again for 5 bottles of water. Going to try to do that before baby comes and then once baby is here, because I want to make sure I have enough milk for him. 10-minute tidy. I've been finding, so before what I would do is I would tidy up right after my daughter went for her nap and then right after she went to bed. And so I'll do the bed thing tonight because she went to bed and I just started filming videos because I had to get this work done. But as for her nap during the day, she no longer takes it. So I have been working on trying to clean up as soon as I see her switch stations. So like she'll be at her drawing table 1 second, and then she'll make a huge mess, and then she'll go down to her toy area. So as soon as I see that, I go to her drawing station and I quickly tidy it up. And then she'll leave a mess in the kitchen, and then I'll go there and clean that up. So I just try to like clean up as I go, or as she goes, I guess. And it's been working because that only takes 5 minutes, and I can't do more bending over like for more than 5 minutes. It just hurts too much. And my son has been a big help too. So in the evening when we do like the final cleanup before bed, so I don't have to like come down and see it the next day, he helps me pick up all the toys as well. Okay, expenses, I track that every single day. So if I go out or if I order something online, I'm writing it down in my budget book. Journaling, same thing. I have been attempting to work on journaling in the morning and at night. And lately, because I have been so busy and also so tired because of baby and being sick, I have not been doing the nighttime part of it. But the daytime, definitely, that's part of my routine, hands down. I always do it. So I journal at least once a day. Instagram posts, I have been doing better. I've been trying to get into a habit of posting every day. Today was a fail, but I have been busy, so it's not like an excuse, but it is an excuse because I've done lots of work so far. And then the last one is school. That's just to concentrate on my son's homework and like reading assignments and writing, just to practice. His teacher actually just went on mat leave herself, and he has kind of a new teacher. So we're just kind of, I guess, transitioning because I haven't really met him. So I don't know much about him or his technique of teaching. And it's always hard because, I mean, the kids only have about a month left of school. And, to try to learn somebody new all over again, it's always hard. So, okay, so that is it, you guys. I hope you enjoyed this kind of talk through. I know last time I did do a little bit more of the working with you guys, but I find that when I'm in a rush, I like to talk about it instead. Maybe some of what I showed you gave you some inspiration for your own goals this month. I'm going through a little bit of a different situation with the baby and stuff. So, if you're having a baby too, congrats. But if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up. If you're new here, please consider subscribing. Click on the bell notification button to receive notifications when I post new videos. And I'll be happy to talk to you guys again soon. You'll see some of those planner setups. I think they're going to be closer to the end of December, so you won't see them for a little bit, but I mean, we'll have another of these, I guess. Yeah, if this is the last one for December, I might have to do a goal talking through to show you guys how I did We'll probably actually do that in January because I think that would be a good kind of video to do just to show my progress from like January to December. So maybe we'll do a video like that in January. But we'll talk to you guys soon anyhow. Take care. Bye now.